Welcome to Vital Biology classes. For new updates, subscribe to the channel Vital Biology. The theme of our channel is Study Now, Be Proud Later. You can join our Vital Biology Telegram group and all the classes, notes, PDFs are available there. Link is provided below in description box. Hello everyone. This class is for all the KSET aspirants, and as you know, this class it also helps for other biology competitive exams like NEET and KCET too, that too in biology subject. Okay, and other competitive exams also it helps related to biology. Okay, so today let us continue with the last class, that is we stopped till the plant cell, right? So we have studied all about parts of plant cell in a basic concept, okay, not in a depth way, but in basic thing we have learned that what are the basic functions, main functions of the organelles in plant cell. Especially you have understood that which cell contains cell wall and which cell does not contains the cell wall. Okay, so cell wall is present in plant cell and in animal cell the cell wall is absent. Okay, so today let us move on to the next cell, that is third type of cell. As I informed you in the previous class itself 2 days back, that third is bacterial cell. Okay, so in bacterial cell, where it contains both the cell wall and plasma membrane, and it also contains another covering layer, that is outermost layer, that is capsule. Okay, so let's see that in a deep way. So before going to this explanation, just as I told you in the last class itself, just stop the video for some time, for some seconds, and just check it out how many parts you can, how many organelles you can mention it here, and how much you can remember, so that again you start to listen to the class. Okay, so I'll be explaining about bacterial cell today. So first of all, bacterial cell is a prokaryotic cell where the organelles are absent here. Almost all the organelles are absent here. You can see only the nucleus, but that nucleus is called here has nucleoid. Okay, in animal cell and plant cell it is called as normally nucleus, and here the genetic material carrying in bacteria, that is nucleoid, not nucleus. So they may ask that one of the question, that the nucleoid is mainly present in the dash, the plant cell, animal cell and bacterial cell are none of the above. So you want to mention it as nucleoid is present in only the bacterial cell. Okay, so here also there is the presence of both the DNA, RNA, and there is the synthesis of protein also. Okay, so let us start with the parts of bacterial cell. That is, first let us go through the first part, that is capsule. You can observe here that is light in color, so it's called as capsule. It is the outermost protective layer. You can observe here, this is the outermost protective layer. Okay, and next thing, that is cell wall. So as I told you, there is also presence of capsule, cell wall and also plasma membrane. So you can observe here the brownish layer right here, right? So this brownish layer is itself a cell wall. That is also one of the very protective layer for every cell except animal cell, as I informed you. And the third layer is called as plasma membrane. Okay, this yellow colored layer, that is plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane also gives a protection for the bacterial cell, and it is a semi permeable membrane. That means like it just selects the molecules or elements which is necessary, only necessary for the cell in the limit condition. Okay, it just not allows everything. The good particles which is good for that particular cell, only that is allowed inside the cell with the help of plasma membrane. Okay, and next, fourth, that is cytoplasm. As I informed you in previous two cells, that is in animal cell and plant cell, here also the cytoplasm function is same, that the cytoplasm is a fluid like liquid like structure that can carry all other like organelles or any parts like nucleoid and food granules, plasmid, etc. Okay, plasmid is also called as DNA. So plasmid. Okay, so the function of the cytoplasm is just this, that it carries all the parts or else organelles inside the cell. Okay, and the fifth part, that is flagella. You can see that this is a thread like structure that helps in the movement of the bacterial cell. Okay, that is called as flagella. Okay, and it also helps for the capturing of the food in water or anywhere. Okay, in blood, in water, or any in fluid content. Okay, it helps to fetch the food and it helps for the movement of that bacteria. Okay, so next, that is sixth. Yeah, here it is a sixth. That sixth part, that is mentioned as food granules, means the storage of food, that you can observe here, yellowish color here and here. These are the storage of food particles. Okay, and the seventh one is plasmid. So plasmid, you can observe here that green color structure, that is plasmid, and this plasmid, it's also called as DNA, where the genetic material is carried. Okay, and the eighth part, that is ribosomes. Ribosomes, as I informed you in the previous class, these ribosomes are the factory of the production of proteins. Okay, ribosomes is the factory for the proteins, where these proteins are produced particularly by the ribosomes. Okay, and next, proteins are made up of building blocks of amino acid, means the number of building blocks, the number of amino acids together called makes a one single protein. Okay, so it is called as amino acids are the building blocks of protein. If the group of amino acids join together, then it is one of the protein. Okay, that is a function of ribosomes. Okay, and the eighth part, sorry, not eighth one, and ninth part, as I told you, this is a nucleoid. Okay, nucleoid that is here, that is linear in shape and flat in structure, where in animal cell and plant cell it is spherical in shape and it contains the genetic material like DNA, and inside that nucleus there was a nucleolus, right, that contains RNA and the synthesis of RNA. But here the nucleus is flat in structure, not in spherical structure in prokaryotic. In prokaryotic cell, in prokaryotes, the cell the nucleus is flattened and linear in structure. Okay, so next, that is last part, that is pili. So this pili helps to the bacteria to protect itself. Okay, by some microorganisms or else by some effectors. Okay, so this much is about bacterial cell. So let us move on to the next slide, that is mainly structure of cell. So in the structure of cell, we should know that if we study a cell under the microscope, we would come across the mainly three features in almost every cell, that is plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. In almost all the three types of cell, that is animal cell, plant cell and in bacterial cell, almost you can see the main parts or else main parts of the cell, that are plasma membrane, that is seen in all the three types of cells. as I explained you briefly in the previous classes. You can remember that in all the three types of cells there is the presence of plasma membrane, right? And again the common part, that is nucleus. So this nucleus is seen in animal cell and plant cell. Just now I explained it, that is spherical in shape and contains the genetic material. And this nucleus itself, it is called as nucleoid in bacterial cell. Okay. And finally cytoplasm. As you know, in all the three there is a presence of cytoplasm, which is fluid like structure. It's also a containing of liquid and almost water fluid. Okay. So these three parts are common in almost all the type of cells. Okay. And next point is, all the activity inside the cell and interactions of the cell with its with its environment are possible due to these features. Most of this cell activity is based on these three features itself. Okay. Almost all the, not 100% with these three parts, but the main almost all environmental interactions is based on this three, that is plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Okay. So today let us study some of the organelles that are present in all the three cells, that is in almost all the in animal cell, plant cell and bacterial cell. So what and all can we learn in later classes and today classes means, the outermost layer in the animal cell, that plasma membrane, and nucleus that is present in all the three organelles, but in bacteria it is called as nucleoid, and cytoplasm, that is fluid like structure, cytosol. Okay. Cytosol. And next cell organelles, that is like endoplasmic reticulum. In endoplasmic reticulum let us study all about like rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi complex that helps in the secretion of chemical substances. And next, that is lysosomes. Lysosomes are also called as suicide bags. This I have explained these structures already in the basic concept, so I am just going little bit fast. Okay. And vacuoles, as I told you, vacuoles are seen only in the plant cell, which stores a water liquid substance. Okay. And it covers almost plant cell, that is up to 50 to 70% of the plant cell, right? And next, that is mitochondria, storage house of energy, storage house of the cell that stores the energy and which releases the ATP or else energy. And next, that is plastids. Plastids is also called as DNA, that is present in bacterial cell. As I told you, there the DNA itself, it is called as plastids, where in animal cell and plant cell it is present inside the nucleus, that is spherical shape, and in bacteria it is separately present, that is itself called as plastid. As you see in that plastid is in this shape. Okay. In this shape. So inside this the genetic material is present. And next is centrosomes. Okay. And the last one is cytoskeleton. As I told you, if the cell is in this way, so in this way, here all the organelles are present, some like mitochondria and like endoplasmic reticulum and some of the Golgi complexes. Okay. So here if there is a some of the organelles, this cytoskeleton, how it may seem means like 1 second, yeah, in this way, which somewhat skeleton like structure, where as like in human, if there is no any skeleton structure means if there is no any bones, do we have any structure for the body in a proper way? It may not only in humans, in any of the animals. Take an example like in dogs, cats, goats, sheep and other animals like cows and anything, buffaloes. Okay. Where if they have any skeletal bony structure, then upon that there is a skin layer, right? Without any bony structure, how they look like, they don't have any like structure. So a person looks like how means the hands will just fall it down, and just like a dead particle, okay, without bones. He can't stand also, just the head in this way, and the body will just fall in this way, okay. Has similar to that, the cell also contains a skeletal part that is called as cytoskeleton. Cyto means in that is present in the cytoplasm. So this is a cytoplasm, like, right, that is a fluid structure, fluid content, and in that cytoplasm the skeleton is present. The skeleton is present, that looks like in this way, like somewhat in humans how the bones are present, the same thing. And this skeletal structure's function is that gives the structure to the cell and maintains the particles, like in humans how the kidney should be in this particular in this particular place, and heart should be in particular place, and head should be upper part. So this is decided by the human skeleton, right? In that way, here also in cell it just decides that mitochondria should be in this particular place, and endoplasmic reticulum should be surrounded to the nucleus, and Golgi complex should be near the endoplasmic reticulum. In this way it decides the parts, organelles, that where should it be, okay. This is some information about cytoskeleton. Thank you. All the class notes and other study materials provided in our Vital Biology Telegram group. Link is provided below in the description box. Like, share, subscribe and press on the bell button for the notification of newly updated classes.